not because of other people.
But I did get one for you already, period.
Where did you get your lab from?
I forgot to answer you. A local breeder.
We used to breed them.
Oh my gosh.
husband and I, we had 3 wonderful females. They were all 3 colors. And then we had a wonderful male, Charlie, in fact, still miss him. But years ago, and we had some beautiful dogs, and it was. I mean, we were very, very, very careful.
Yeah.
And so we did that, and it was called Wheelhouse Labs, and of course also in rescues, and I mean we never, we had to be careful. Everybody was neutered except the right ones,
Right.
Yeah, good. They're wonderful dogs.
Oh, they are. I am so happy with her, and
Yeah.
Brandon has trained her.
Well,
She does
they're
amazing things.
so smart and loving. They're very, but they're also very. I mean, they're protective too. It's a great thing. I envy you.
Yeah, he tells her to go get her bowl at feeding time, so no matter where it's at, she runs and she gets it and she brings it back. She speaks, she shakes, she lays
When my
down.
husband died, we, obviously stopped that. I stopped that. I had to because I still worked. But I've always taken in, and that's what I do is I take in strays, and I live with that, and that's fine. I mean, I usually get older dogs now because I'm old. I don't want to have a bunch of animals left over if I pass on or something. But I try to just do straight,
Yeah, all
shelter dogs.
probably 98% of our dogs over the years have always been just random. They've either just come to us and decided to live with us,
and where we live.
or we adopt them.
Exactly. Where we live, we have no choice. I mean, we do have a choice, but that's how or somebody will call me and say, Lydia, I've got this, now especially if it's an older dog, I'm fine with it. I have a huge area. I have an easy time of having them. And so, but I'm down to 2, which is really, I haven't been down to 2 since I was 25 years old, I don't think. It's really weird. It's too simple.
I did the same thing with horses. I always had like 6, 7 of my own, 10, 12 on the
you see
road.
it?
Yeah. And then I've had kitty cats.
But we were down to 2, and I'm like,
but they're small.
Good morning. Welcome to WalkFit. We're starting a bit late, having a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'll ask Tim to take the recording and place it up onto Facebook platform. Not sure why it's not opening, but it's not opening. So I would like for you to invite your eyes to close or use the soft gaze looking forward. Allow yourself to get here, mind, body, spirit, all connected, all of you, all parts, all aspects. And allow your attention to move to the thoughts that you're currently having. And are you busy with all the to-dos and to-don'ts of today? And take a moment and imagine they are going on a trip. So you're going to open your favorite suitcase and you're going to put all your to-dos and to-don'ts in that suitcase. You're going to close it, lock it up, and set it aside. They'll be there. Yes, they will when this class is over. Give yourself this next 55 minutes to allow your body, your mind, and your breath to open. Then allow your attention to move to your breath, observing your breath. There's no need to change, fix, or make anything happen with regard to your breath. We're simply observing where the breath is landing in the body. And allow your attention to rotate one more time to your intention for your practice. And perhaps it's something you've been working on. You can recall that. Perhaps you'd like to start working on something new. We say it in a statement of positive belief, believing it to be true here and now. So I have peace, peace flows to me now. My actions are consistent with my intentions for a healthy life, or I have abundance, whatever that may be. And begin saying it silently to yourself as you take inhales and deep exhales. Take one more inhale, one more long exhale. And please invite your eyes to open. We're going to take our hands and we're going to make fists, leaving the thumbs out. And you're going to bring your thumbs to touch. And then relax your hands in front of your body, thumbs touching. This is Angushta Mudra, and mudras are utilized to help you become aware of your breath patterns and certain sensations in your body. This is the mudra of inner listening. As you hold Angushta Mudra, take several natural breaths to attune to all the feelings and sensations awakened by the gesture. Notice how your breath is gently directed into your throat and neck, instilling a sense of spaciousness. As spaciousness expands throughout this area of your being, you are able to hear your inner voice more clearly, allowing its messages to guide your life journey. These messages may be received as words, images, symbols, intuition, or subtle feelings. In order to cultivate inner listening, take several breaths to bring to mind an issue calling for guidance in your life at this time. Take some time to attune to your inner voice, listening to the messages you receive, inviting clarity for the issue you are exploring. As this guidance is received, envision how it might be integrated into all dimensions of your life journey. See yourself making the changes you need to honor the guidance you have received, allowing it to be manifest as a lived reality. Affirm your deeper listening, repeating the following 3 times aloud or silently. I receive clear guidance for my life journey. 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 Slowly release the gesture, taking several breaths to integrate the wisdom you have received. Allow your attention to move to your sits bones. Feeling the parts of your body that are touching the surface that you're resting upon heavy. Allowing this rootedness to delve deeper to the center of the earth. You can imagine a beam of light. You can imagine a tube from you to the center of the earth. Feeling grounded, connected, and supported. Then allow your attention to move from your sits bones up your spinal column to the crown of your head, and the lightness of the upper part of the body. And perhaps allowing the crown of the head to open. And that same tube or beam of light now moving upward to the divine. Feeling connected, supported, and divine. Allow your attention to move to your ears. Perhaps you can hear something far off in the distance. What's the furthest away sound you're aware of? Now draw your hearing inward, and perhaps you can hear your heartbeat. Allow the jaw to be soft, the teeth away from each other, your tongue away from the roof of your mouth or the back of your teeth, and perhaps your lips gently parted. Allow attention to move to your breathing once again, and feel your breath as it enters from this space about 6 inches in front of your face as you draw it in through the arches of your nostrils. Perhaps it's cool or warm. And then follow that breath deep inside. Allow attention now to move to the eyes and allow the eyes to relax. There's no need for them to tell a story right now to you. You're safe. And allow the entire face to relax, as if somebody has come along and just gently wiped away all the worry from your face, allowing your face to become that of a child, relaxed, carefree. Allow your head and the back of your head to release and relax any tension that they're carrying. And allow the attention to move into the throat. So there's the throat and all of the organs, the windpipe, and the neck, and all the muscles and the skeletal system of your neck. Allow it to be expansive, relaxed, that inner listening. So you take an inhale, allow your neck and throat to expand. As you exhale, bring your chin down to your chest and stay here for a moment as you allow the back of your neck to open. Breathe into any tension that you may feel. On your next inhale, lift your chin up. As you exhale, bring ear to shoulder, keeping your shoulders still in that T formation. The ear simply moves over, and then you hang out here, breathing, encouraging the tension in the neck to release. And with your next inhale, pick the head back up. Exhale, ear goes to the other shoulder. Inhale, come back to center, and we're going to change our gaze now. So you're going to inhale and you're going to change your direction, looking over one shoulder or in the opposite direction. And with your inhale, you're going to come across completely and look in the other direction. Inhale, come back to center, and then gently release. And we're going to interlace those hands together, and we're going to reach our hands forward. So your knuckles are going to come toward me. Round out your back. You can tuck the pelvis under, so you're drawing the stretch down the spine. And if you like, and if it's okay with your neck, invite your chin toward your chest. And then inhale and draw your hands away from me. Open your hands. You can place them to your chest or close to your chest. Lift your chin and your chest up comfortably. So you're pulling the space between your pubic bone and your rib cage, opening these abdominal muscles here. Lifting the back. You've got a little mini back bend. And then reach those hands towards me once again. Tuck the pelvis, pull the tummy to the spine, and invite that chin towards the chest. Gently lifting up, gentle little back bend if it's okay for your spine. Lift up, look up, this time with your eyes, looking up to the ceiling, looking up to the heavens. Perhaps saying a little expression of gratitude or thanks, and then gently release the hands down. We're going to inhale, slowly reaching those fingers now away, and you're going to draw a big circle around you. Once you get to the top, your lungs should be nice and full, and now begin the exhale. Very slow, very thoughtful, mindfully exhaling the breath slowly like you're breathing out of a straw with pursed lips. And again, inhaling up, taking the breath in nice and slow. Stay here now and exhale. And we're going to open and close those hands. So we're going to open and close, quicker. Then open, take an inhale, and exhale down. Allow the breath to resume and shake it off. Perhaps you feel tingling in the hands and the arms as blood flow returns. Nicely done. All right, so I'm going to remove my feet from the block, and I'm going to move to the feet. I'm going to draw my feet closer towards me in the chair, and I'm going to lift my heels up and lower them down. A couple of these, lift them up and lower it down, and lift them up and lower them down. Nice. So I'm going to step my feet out an inch or two forward, and we're going to lift now the front part of your foot. So you're going to lift the front part of your foot up off the floor and set it down. So you feel the tops of those legs working, lifting up and lowering down. Try that one more time. Lift them up and lower them down. Now leave the front part of your foot down and lift just the toes, stretching out the bottoms of the feet, that fascia on the bottom of your feet. Lift them up, set it down. Try one more time and set it down. Now we're going to fan the toes wide, and you may need to look down at the toes to tell them what to do, because sometimes they're naughty and they don't behave. So we're going to lift them up and we're going to spread them out wide, and then we're going to try to drill them down one at a time. So you know when you're bored and you're like drilling your fingers, and somebody says knock it off, that's what you're trying to do with those toes. So you're going to lift them up, you're going to spread them out wide, and then you're going to try to touch each one down. How's that going for you? Is it going good?
Definitely have to look.
Yep. Let's do one more. And then let's try working with just the big toe and the pinky toes. So you're going to take a moment, and this time try not to look, and press your pinky toes into the floor, and you can feel the arch of the foot pop up. and then release that. And try it again. Push down into the floor and release. Now try your pinky toe, just the pinky toe. Can you press just the pinky toe down? Ooh, it's getting tricky. All right, try it again. All right, now try pinky toe and the big toe. Pinky toe, big toe. Pinky toe, big toe. I have to look,
Yeah,
to be honest.
definitely.
Yeah. Interesting, huh? Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna take our foot and we're gonna send it back behind us under the chair. And this may not work if you don't have an open, chair underneath. If perhaps you're sitting on the couch, or so you can turn a bit to the side, and we're simply taking the top of the foot, putting it to the floor, and stretching the top of our leg out. And then we'll turn and try the other side. So, dropping that foot down, opening up the top of the foot, the ankle. Breathing into it. And then unwinding it. All right, so we're gonna come up to stand. And bring your feet out a little wider than hips, maybe a lot wider depending on your range of motion. We're gonna bend those knees and then lift up. So you're getting a sense of how your knees, your hips, your ankles want to move today. If they're fussy, don't push them. All right. So we're gonna reach down with those hands, and then we're gonna come up big. And you're gonna work with one side. So those fingers are gonna reach for the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. And then you're gonna move to the other side. Reach, reach, reach. So we're opening up that connective tissue. And reach. And reach. We're gonna change the direction now. Take the hand across the body. And reach those fingertips across and go to the other side. So you're coming across and you're gonna reach, reach, reach. Let's do it one more time, each side. Reach across. And reach across. Nicely done. And we're gonna reach those hands up and bring those elbows back. Allow the hands to draw backward, open that chest, reach your hands out and around. Let's try that again. So you're gonna reach up, come out into those cactus arms, let the hands drop back, elbows go forward, feel that stretch across the chest, relax the hands back and down. Nicely done. We're going to take the toes and bring the toes forward. And we're going to come across, reach across, and then come across and wipe your halo off. And we're going to go to the other side, reach across. How far can you reach out? Come up. It's beautiful music to move the body to. Reach across. Come up. Reach across. Feeling that divine inspiration come down upon you, and then release those hands down. Great. We're going to reach those hands together. We're going to bend the knees, take your toes out a bit, and take your fist toward me. So your knuckles are reaching towards me. Round your back. Tip your pelvis forward so it's moving towards your ribs. Stretch your back out. This good shoulder blasting here. And we're going to pretend like we're driving a car. So you're going to turn and push your rib cage out. And come to center and you're driving straight. Perhaps you can drop down a little bit more and turn. Push that rib cage out. Good. Come on up. Yeah, again, other side. Come to center. Come over the other side. And come on back. And then press down. So your hands are pressing down and away. Lift your chest up. Look up. Being gentle with your neck. You don't want to be too harsh with it, but do open up. Opening up the throat. Breathe. And then gently relax. So we're going to, again, come across. This time we're going to sweep down and grab that ankle. And maybe you can take your head down to your shoulders. This requires some balance here. Open your back. And then you're going to reach your hand to the floor, lift your hand up, and we're going to trail across the ceiling, watching the hand. And you're going to bring your other arm over, bring it across, bring it down. Perhaps this is a good place for you to allow your head to hang. Maybe it's not. Just open the back. The focus is the low back. And reach to the floor. And you're going to bring it up. You're going to trail across the ceiling. And we're going to go to the other side. Bring it across. Nice, slow, graceful movements. Release it to the floor, reach it up, come on up. And the other side, reach it around and come on down. That's it, that looks wonderful. Lovely, reaching to the floor, coming up, tracing the ceiling. And we're going to bring that other arm up. We've been here before. Reach and reach. Do you feel different? Can you notice a change? Allow your attention to move to your thoughts, the quality of your mood. Has it changed? Nicely done. And we're going to sweep now forward. So you can keep your toes out if that feels okay, or you can bring your toes more forward as you sweep, 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 sweep forward. And come to hands to either your thighs, your shins, or toward the floor, whatever you feel your body needs now. Again, these are all suggestions for movement. If something doesn't feel good, abstain. Breathe. Take one more deep, long breath. Inhale, open mouth, side out. Bend your knees, put your hands to your thighs, put your bottom down, feel your feet firmly, and slowly come on out. Nicely done. So we're going to utilize the chair here for a moment. I'm going to grab hold of the chair and place it right here so you can see from the side. I'm going to take my hands and place it to the chair. We're going to open now the other arm up to the ceiling and then put it to your back. So I've placed the hand to the center. In my other hand, I'm going to sweep up and only go as far as you're comfortable with in your spine. You can look towards the hand if that's good for your neck. And then we're going to take that hand and we're going to bring it either to like the bottom or mid-back, bending your hand. You can bring your hand across and put it into your waist and then look up. I heard that.
Oh, man,
all right.
that was a good one.
And then come on up and bring your hand to center, and we're going to try that on the other side. So you may get an adjustment, like you heard Cindy.
Uh-huh.
She just opened up. That was great. Did it feel okay?
Oh man, it felt great.
Good stretching.
And then we're going to take that hand. You can bring it, more relaxed to your bottom or your rump. You can bring it to the middle of your back or to your waist, whatever you're comfortable with. And then gently release, bring it back up, and bring it down. So now we're going to work more in the lower part of the body as you walk your feet hip distance apart. We've got more weight into the legs than in the arms, and we're going to push our bottom back. And you might need to adjust your feet. So we'd like for the stretch to now be in the backs of the legs here. Very little pressure into your hands or your shoulders, but definitely a shoulder workout here. And then you're going to come up, round out, so a little bit of a spinal wave up, and then pull your chest and your chin through the arches of your arms. So you're coming forward, you're pushing your bottom tailbone up, then round out, and come forward. Okay, now we're going to change our attention to our feet. Roll through your feet. And roll through your feet. Take your feet wide. And we're going to press into one hip. So you're going to press your hip over. Your legs stay straight. Come through center and press your hip to the other direction. All right, let's try that one more time. Each side, press your hip out. So you're stretching out that inner thigh. Perhaps feeling the IT band. Anything IT band is icky stretch for me. All right, and come across and get that icky stretch. Nicely done. Come back to center. Walk your feet back to center. Bend your knees. So if you feel like you are dizzy, take a moment and rise up. All right. So I'm going to take my chair. I'm going to move it back to its original spot. Come to seated in the chair. We'll move a little bit more deeply into the hips, and then we'll go to lying down. Now, lying down is not necessarily a floor activity. Many individuals do not go to the floor. So you can lie down on the couch, you can lie down on the bed, you can lie down on a row of chairs. Be creative. All right, so we're going to take our leg, we're going to bring it up, and we're going to set it on top of our thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. You can take your hand and gently press into your thigh, pressing it down. And then release that. Hands to your thighs or your leg that's on top, and hinge forward. And come on up. And then you're going to take your foot, you're going to press your foot in the opposite direction so it's moving away from you. However, your head and your spine are going to move toward the corner, opposite direction. And then gently rise up. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So gently unpretzel yourself. Bring your leg up, set it down. And we're going to gently press into that thigh. And maybe just being here is sufficient stretch for you. You don't need to do anything else. So respect the body and where it's at. Breathe into any tension or tightness that might be there, encouraging the body to release and relax. And then you're going to undo that pressure on the thigh, and you're going to hinge forward. So you're still keeping that spine elongated, long, tall. Gently lift yourself up, and then we're going to grab the bottom of the foot, and we're going to push the foot and the leg in that direction, and our torso and head and spine are going to go in this direction. So taking that stretch into a different dimension of the body. Nicely done, and come on up. And unwind those feet. We're going to add another twist here. So you're going to come across and you're going to twist. You can allow the nose and the chin to move from center body towards your shoulder, and then the eyes looking back behind you. How far can you see back behind you? Breathe. And come to center, and we'll go to the other side. So this may not feel good. Maybe it's here that you need to be, on the inside of the thigh. Very good, and then come back around. So we're going to move now to the floor. Like I said, you do not have to put yourself to the floor. Find a row of chairs, couch, bed. All of this can be done from supported surfaces. You don't have to have a floor. Just so happens we do. So I'm going to gently come on down. And I'm going to take my legs and put them up into the chair. So it requires a little bit of imagination, and we want your legs to be higher than your heart. So we're taking the body's work away from it, specifically your heart, and we're decreasing cardiac output. So come on down. Your feet are higher, feet and legs are higher than your heart as you lower down. And if you were to take a measure of your heart rate, within the time that we're here, you will see that your heart rate is declining. So right now, my heart rate is listing at 111.
75.
So you're already there.
I'm there.
49.
49?
Oh my gosh, Tim.
Well,
I'll make sure to keep an eye on you.
Thank you.
take your leg closest to me and lift your foot to the ceiling, and we're going to point and flex. So you're just creating a little bit more of a pump action. Your lymphatic system doesn't have a pump, so we're using the chair to bring any interstitial swelling liquid out of the space in your legs and allowing it to return back up to the lymphatic exchange up in your chest. You have it on the right and left. It's bigger on the right. And then set that leg down, and then take your leg furthest from me, take your toes to the ceiling and point them and flex. And I shared my heart rate output with you earlier, so I was at 113 beats. I'm at 68 now.
I'm at 69.
You're at 69 from 75?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I started moving. I should have looked before I.
And take that down.
Yeah.
Reach your hands to the ceiling and make fists, and then open and extend those fingers up. And then we're going to use a modified fish pose to allow the lymphatic system to open, and we'll be in that pose for a bit, and then we'll come down out of it. So I'm going to push my chair away so I can set my feet to the floor. I'm going to wiggle myself further to the top of my mat, and I'm going to roll around, and I'm going to get my bolster. So this can be a towel, a rolled up towel. You can take a towel and roll it up. And we're simply going to place it long ways, and then you're going to come up against it with your bottom, the back, and have your spine aligned with that towel, that pillow that you roll, and then slowly lower yourself down. Now, if you have a really tight chest and you find that your head is in a position where the chin is moving to the back wall, you can lift your head up with another pillow or towel, a block. I have a yoga block here, and I can set that underneath the pillow and then allow the chest to open. If you have an injury, you can also support your arms, lifting them up higher. So this is a good modified fish pose. So I'm going to allow you the opportunity to come off of that supported position and lie flat or in your favorite rest pose, the final pose. So I'm going to come off of my bolster and set it to the side. And you can lie on your tummy, you can lie on your side, you can lie in a traditional posture with your legs out, arms out. I would say place your palms up to continue to receive blessings from the divine. If you have low back, sciatic issues, and you feel that shooting pain, the wider the feet are, the more comfortable it is for your low back. Just be comfortable. Deepen your breath, wiggle your feet, your hands, perhaps take a long body stretch, like you're waking up from a delicious nap, feeling completely restored. And if it feels okay, you can come up to a seated and we'll conclude with some breath work. To do a alternate nostril breath, we're gonna bring our arm up. The arm stays away from the body, particularly for women, and the breast tissue and the lymphatic and all of that. So we keep our arm up. We take an inhale, depress your nostril, and exhale. Take an inhale. Depress that nostril and exhale to the other side. Inhale. Depress your nostril and exhale. Continue on in this fashion for a bit. Allow your attention now to move to your sits bones. Affirming to yourself, I am grounded. Affirming to yourself, I am connected. Affirming to yourself, I am supported. Allowing your attention to move to your crown. Affirming to yourself, I am divine. Affirming to yourself, I am connected. And affirming to yourself, I am supported. Gently release your hands down and take a big breath in as you sweep your hands towards the ceiling. Bring your hands together at heart center with an exhale. Bow your head to your heart. It is with great love, honor, and respect that I bow to my heart, my inner teacher. Please bring your hands up to your brow. I pray you know your blessings to your lips. I pray you taste your blessings back to your heart. I pray you feel your blessings. May the divine in you and the divine in me honor and recognize each other as truly special children of God. Amen.